To the Bitcoin Globe, day 1262. Welcome, my friends. We are one day closer to the next Bitcoin halving, where the supply of Bitcoin that is released, every hour, will be reduced, further limiting the supply intake. So we are one day closer to that day. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the Gyft app. We're going to start off with that. If you don't already know about the app, we're going to talk about the Gyft app, kind of show it to you. And also, before we get into the Gyft app, I want to really brainstorm here. What is Bitcoin's killer app? And maybe using the word killer app is not the right term. What is there anything we can do as a community, developers, marketers, anything that would bring Bitcoin up to over the current value of what $10,000 USD is right now? And I say that because who knows what the dollar may be in the future. Maybe it'll go down or maybe it'll go up. But in theory, it should go down because there's printing more and more of this currency. But now there's like an option where for the first time in our lives, we have this option choosing between the fiat system, and now we have an option, this new technology, this new technological, what is this Bitcoin that is now our option? And that's why before you rush from this option to this option, you take your time and get to know Bitcoin, understand Bitcoin, do your research on Bitcoin. You don't want to make any mistakes. You don't want to invest your Bitcoin in a scam. You don't want to gamble away your Bitcoin. You need to be really safe with your Bitcoin, because if we as a community do bring the value of a Bitcoin, maybe we bring the value of Bitcoin up to, what is $1 billion? Is there anything we can do to bring a Bitcoin up to $1 billion, to bring it up to $1 million, current value of that? And there has to be some app. What app is it? I mean, just the idea in itself that you have, for the first time in your life, you have a choice between choosing between the fiat system and the Bitcoin system, the blockchain system, the mathematical system. You have faith in your government. And I guess gold was another choice. Is it another choice? Not really. You can't exist in our technological world with just gold, I don't think. Maybe now you can, using like Digix DAO, where a piece of gold is pegged to this piece of cryptocurrency, which is just weird to me. Like, they're two separate things. I guess they don't need to be backed by each other. So for the first time in our lives, we have and you're not going to be able to buy stuff online with gold, really, unless you're using the Digix DAO. Okay, so that is an option, I guess. But is that any different? I mean, if it's digital gold, I don't. It's just, you're just backing it. It seems pointless. If you're going to go with the Digix DAO, you might as well just go with Bitcoin or some other cryptocurrency. Why would you pick the one backed by gold just as a faith that, I don't know. I guess that's your prerogative. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it'll be successful. Maybe it won't be. It's hard to say at this point. But in my opinion, I think Bitcoin would be the way to go as far as like an actual option for living. And this is going to tie into the Gyft app later, because basically at this point in my life, I'm trying to make the transition for experimental purposes from a fully fiat way of life to a different way of life. And it's going to be very difficult for me to make this transaction, because right now I need to pay my insurance. I need to pay for my my AT&T data phone, which is, I don't think I can pay with Bitcoin yet. In the Philippines, you can pay for all your utilities, everything in Bitcoin. Granted, they're not receiving the Bitcoin, they're receiving the fiat, but at least you have that option to, you're only participating in the Bitcoin side. Yes, you're sending them the fiat, but that's your prerogative. You're staying within the Bitcoin system. And I feel like on a karmic level, it could perhaps be a cleaner monetary, a cleaner financial system than the one we currently have. More pure. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's pure than the one we currently have. So that could be value in and of itself. The fact that it's just a cleaner form of transaction. It's a more efficient form of transacting. So we have this choice between now the blockchain system, the Bitcoin system, and the fiat system. For the first time in your life, you have a choice, and you don't have to rush into the new way of life. Like I said earlier, take your time, really get to understand this new technology before you experiment with it. Still talking to people as I Uber about Bitcoin, and the interest is still there. I'm trying to think what it's going to take to bring the price to the $1 billion level, or just the level where you can exchange your Bitcoin directly for something extremely valuable, like a nice piece of property. If I could take one Bitcoin right now and exchange it for a nice home with some nice property, I would do so. Don't want to exchange it for fiat. For me, I only exchange it to fiat when I absolutely have to, and sometimes I do, but maybe I'm going to move away from that shortly. All right, so that I'm looking into Bitypay, also converting my Uber Pay directly into Bitcoin, so I don't even have to use a bank account anymore. That would be optimal. So if I didn't have to have a bank account anymore, I could just cut ties with my bank and use Bitypay to convert everything I receive that's fiat into Bitcoin immediately. That would be a goal. If anybody could help me achieving that goal, it would be much appreciated. I want to learn more about Bitypay, and I'm semi-technological guy, but I haven't been able to figure out how to convert my Uber Pay easily in a trust way. If I'm downloading a new app, I want to be able to trust it and see reviews, whatnot. So that is that. Let's go ahead and get into the Gyft app, which I don't think you'll actually be able to see this screen. So I'm just going to narrate what I'm doing, which is first start by going to the Gyft app, which it's GYFT Gyft. It's not GIFT, it's GYFT Gyft app. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see that icon. I'm not gonna even show. So you go into the Gyft app, GYFT. You can go to your wallet, which will have your gift cards. Right now I have a Panera Bread one and a Chipotle one. Go to buy, and it shows you maybe it looks like probably over 500 different corporate retailers, big ones. I'll just read a few random ones. TGI Fridays, Cheesecake Factory, these are all in the T's, Popcorn Factory, Tony Roma's, Victoria's Secret, Walmart, Target, Zappos, Regal Cinemas, Overstock, Old Navy. So when anyone asks, oh, what can you use Bitcoin for? Well, you can buy a gift card from any of these huge retailers. I mean, not all of them are huge. NASCAR.com, Microsoft, Lucille's Barbecue, Lowe's. All right. So the fact of the matter is you could almost survive. I haven't been able to find my gas. I have to pay fiat for gas, but if I move into an electric car, then I won't have to pay. I won't have to have my fiat currency. Fiat currency is very closely, in fact, if it's backed by anything, it's backed by oil and military power, which are semi-negative things. They've led to a lot of destruction and chaos that we don't necessarily need anymore because we just move into electricity, cleaner, more sustainable forms of power. I saw actually an article today about how Bitcoin is starting to move into greener technology. It just makes more sense to use a cheaper, more efficient energy system to mine than a more expensive. It's as simple as that. All right, so let's pick one. Which one would I want to buy? GameStop. All right, so let's say you want to buy some video games from GameStop. I clicked on GameStop. Now it's showing me the GameStop gift card, power to the players, GameStop gift card. Buy $50 is the amount that it defaults at, but I could click the minus sign to go down. Now I'm at $40. Goes down by 5 each time I click it. So boom, boom, I'm down to 25. All right. I actually don't want to spend any of my Bitcoin right now. I'm trying to hold my Bitcoin, so I'm not going to actually buy it. But okay, let's say I want to buy a $25 gift card. That's what I have it set at. Game systems and accessories are only the beginning. GameStop now offers the latest in smartphones. That's their little spiel, okay? But I'm just going to click buy $25 worth, placing your order. Okay, so now I can put in a promo code. So if you have a promo code, you're going to get this $25 gift card for even less. So that's something we should work on as a community, is finding promo codes for each other to give us discounts so that you're getting a huge discount for using your Bitcoin or anything. Okay? So you have different payment options. PayPal is one of them. It's not the easiest one. Choose a different payment option. I can add a debit or credit card, and I can also use Bitcoin. So I'm going to click on Bitcoin, generating Bitcoin invoice. Generates a Bitcoin invoice for you. So to get this $25 gift card from GameStop, it's going to cost me 0.0301119 Bitcoins. Now, what I like about this is that all I have to do, I don't have to I could just scan this code right now, this invoice, and send to it to take care of it. But I can do it even in an easier way. I just click open in wallet, and my blockchain wallet is my default wallet that I've set for that. So I just go into my blockchain wallet, boom, 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 and I put in my PIN card. Wow, I think I just said my PIN on there, but I'll probably change that. But yeah, I'll just just put in a PIN number, and it will automatically take care of that invoice. I click set, it'll load up that invoice, and I click send, and the invoice will be taken care of. Then I wait for the confirmations, which does take like 10. It could take a little bit longer, up to 30 minutes, to get those confirmations. But then I have a gift card, and I'm able to take that gift card to GameStop, and they scan it, and I pick out my items first, obviously, and then take it to the counter, and then scan the gift card. I just used it for Chipotle. It's very simple. So you basically now you can use Bitcoin for almost anything. There's things that you shouldn't use your Bitcoin. We should be moving away from fossil fuels in a lot of instances. So you need fiat for that. I don't think there's any way of exchanging Bitcoin for fossil fuels yet, which is probably a good thing. That's not something you want to spend your Bitcoin on. If you have any questions about the Gyft app, feel free to ask me. If this is interesting or useful information, like the video. If there's something you'd like to see me improve, click the thumbs down and let me know. You could always send me an email to my bitcoinglobe1@gmail.com email address, which is available below in the description box. Yeah, that's it for this video, day 1263, 1262. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 1261.